We are going live. We're gonna chart Bitcoin today. So we just drove from Vegas to California. We made it here. It's about 8 p.m. and now we are going live. So in my last video, let me make sure that I just want to make sure that I'm pulling the speaker, yeah, from the Yeti. No, microphone Yeti. Awesome. Okay. Want to make sure you guys get um some good audio. Let me run this on my phone. So first of all, we have a huge giveaway. Go check that out on our YouTube. If you want to win a trip to Miami Bitcoin in like 3 weeks, then go check out our video. It's the previous video, and honestly, it's going to be crazy there. So you need to show up. You need to show up. Let me just get okay, awesome. Okay, so let's get into Bitcoin. In one of my previous videos, I mentioned that the daily 4 and 9 have crossed. So I mentioned that I was selling some Bitcoin right here. I sold some Bitcoin and I did it live. You guys saw me, and this is kind of what I would call a whipsaw because this breakdown so quick. I wasn't able to sell it on the flip because I'm traveling. We've been at this Bitcoin event for a few days, and it's just been crazy. So this is what I would call a whipsaw. I got to sell around. You guys saw my live sell 39.5K, and I sold. So on Binance, I sold for 39.5K. I have my buy order back there for my 2 Bitcoins. And on BYBIT, I actually sold at 40.5K. So at some point when I did sell and price was at 37K, I was like, wow, I'm up above like $10,000, 4 Bitcoins, $3,000 each. But I was at the event and I saw this awesome support. So as of right now, it looks like we're playing this ascending triangle out, and that consists of us holding this resistance. We keep banging into this resistance. I've been watching this resistance from when we broke down here. I said that this is the area, this is what we need to break for us to consist, to invalidate that lower high and for us to move up above and kind of see that reversal in market structure. So I was looking for us to break here. We didn't here, and then we completely broke down. But notice how we are making higher lows. So this is forming as an ascending triangle. We're getting the whipsaws here. So we'll get a smaller consolidation into the apex before we break out. This pattern should break out to the top. I mean, it shouldn't do anything, but most likely I'd love to see this break out to the top. So if I bought here with the Bitcoin I sold, yeah, I was like, wow, I'm above $10,000. And then we got that, the emergency act, or not the emergency act, I'm saying kind of the Bitcoin, whatever Biden, you know what I mean? I don't really pay much attention to the news, but it dumped in price because of the bill or whatever they're going to pass. And then it was ended up being leaked and repumped. To be honest, this kind of looks like whale games to me. If you look on the weekly, just look at how wiki it is. Like, look at this. This is a horrible candle. Like, that's super bearish right here on the weekly. Like, look at this. We moved up so high. Like, how much did we move up from here? About 20%. So we moved up 20% and we gave it all back within the same week. That's not too bullish. And then we had this little pump right here. This is annoying me. Okay. Don't want to be on that mode again. Yeah, so the week wasn't or isn't looking that bullish with this candle right here. If I draw this line, you can see that it looks like we are being rejected here. This is, in my opinion, some heavy resistance. And let's go back to the daily. you can see that the daily is actually right on it. So we're bouncing right on it. Let me redraw this right here. Okay, so right now we have the price coming back down into the moving averages. Let's see how the 50 and 100 are looking. We actually just got denied from there. And it looks like we are sitting, there's a bunch of support right here, but it looks like we may break this down. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin did this back down, and for its final one, it actually invalidated like these lows and it tricked everyone before breaking up. I mean, Bitcoin's literally been just doing it right here. Look, stop hunt low, back to the up, stop hunt, back to the upside. And that's what Bitcoin does. It does like unbelievably bearish moves before breaking up to the upside. So we got the 4-9 sell, we got the buy. I'm going to get back into Bitcoin. A lot of people think like, oh, you're exiting all your Bitcoin or you're selling all your Bitcoin. I'm just trading. I'm just trying to get in sell high, buy low to stack more Bitcoin. That's generally it. I want to see if we have any questions. What's up, Jaron? What's up? What's up? What's up? So let me leave that there. Yeah, I could see questions now. It's not like much people are asking questions. I think it's 11 p.m. Eastern time, about 8 o'clock Cali time, PST, I believe. So I am going to adjust my orders actually, because I don't mind taking a smaller loss. Actually, I'll just leave my orders so you can see I'm buying back Bitcoin at 40,400 for my 2 Bitcoin. And then here I'm buying back at 39,500 for my 2 Bitcoin, because that is the Bitcoin that I sold right here on that flip. If we go back to the weekly and then we'll go back to smaller time frames, we are seeing a ton of resistance right here below the EMA. Last time we had our consolidation, we kind of grinded above the EMA about before breaking up, but right here this doesn't look the best. Like we keep getting rejected. This is like one of the ugliest weekly candles right here, as I mentioned last week, but we keep getting rejected right here. So I am curious to see, and you can see RSI has been on a downtrend for quite some time on the weekly. When this breaks out, I'll be taking a large trade. I made a video on RSI a few days ago, and the awesome signals that you can get from using RSI. A lot of people don't use it like this. They just look for heavy levels of oversold or heavy levels of it being overbought, and then they look for divergences. I like looking at break of structures here. So this is on a huge downtrend, and when it gives us that signal and breaks above, I'll be buying here, and I'll also be posting that buy. If I can get the buy going together with the moving average flip with the 4-9, that'll be a huge buy signal. I'll be posting the hell out of that, and that will be a huge buy signal. So I'll be actually watching, like, and this won't play out for a few months, maybe till the end of the year, but like these buy signals don't come all the time. Look, started in 2021, and it could take 2 years to get this buy signal. Kind of reminds me of the same one we saw on the weekly. And I'll just remove drawings. You can see right here, and you could see right here. And that's looking like a huge buy signal on the weekly. So look at these prolonged downtrends on our side. That's where you got the buy. That's where you got the buy. Let's match that buy. Let's match that buy. And now we're seeing this huge downtrend on the weekly, which actually covers both of those signals. So check that out right here. So this will obviously take some patience. It's not going to happen tomorrow. It's not going to happen next month. This could take weeks, months for this to play out. But I'm just seeing that signal. early, and I'm gonna try and watch this now, and I recommend you guys watch this because when it happens, you can back test, and then you'll be more confident to get the next trade. As of right now, Bitcoin cannot fall below this level. In my opinion, we have some strong support here. And let me put the resistance back up there. Yeah, so when we get a huge pump like this, you don't want price to retrace more than half of the bar, or I'm seeing weakness. So when we saw like this right here, you can see this is pretty much half. We just broke right through. We retraced this whole move. That showed a lot of weakness in the market. We literally just gave back all the gains that we had. So right now we're sitting on honestly pretty strong support. On smaller time frames, we could be seeing some sort of continuation move where it pumps up, takes a breather, and then pumps back up. I'll be looking for the $44,000 mark. If we break this right here, if we break 44K on this upwards move, my next target is 53K. That's ugly. But 53K, you understand, is my next target. So we need to clear this whole level, which we've been getting rejected multiple different times. If we clear that, I do see 53K as the next target, which would be about $13,000 from here. So that'd be an awesome buy. That'd be an awesome long. That'd just be awesome in general. If we don't hold this right here, this 41K, I see us coming to test these lows again, about the $37,000 region. I mean, we're in like crazy times. The world's never been this fragile, you could say, so confusing, and like inflation's at all-time highs. Nobody knows what to do with their money. Nobody knows what's coming next. Nobody knows what assets will prevail or outperform and do the best. I think Bitcoin at 40.7K, given where the world's at right now, that's friggin' impressive if you ask me. And you can see the tech never stopped. The blocks are keep rolling. The network hasn't paused. I mean, even during war times, and you saw Ukraine ask for Bitcoin, like just crazy times we live in. So long story short, if we break above this 44K resistance, 53K, if we break down this 40.5 area right here, I see us coming to test the lows again. We are in a huge ascending triangle. So as long as we keep up with this pattern doing something like this, then it looks like we'll break up to the upside. The more we try breaking this resistance, the weaker it gets. Just imagine us like ramming into a door. I mean, that's probably not the best analogy, but it'll get weaker and weaker and weaker. And one will break right through. One time we'll break right through if we can hold this price zone right here. If not, we'll keep bouncing off this trend line, hopefully not invalidate any lows, and hopefully we see 53K. As I mentioned, I did sell. I was up 10,000 at one point, then I was down 10,000 at one point, and now price is back to where I sold. I got the 4 and 9 cross on the daily. Those are the signals I'll be following while I'm traveling because I don't have too much time to be watching the charts. So the last one was a buy, sell, buy. I call this more of a whipsaw because I sold right here and now I'm buying right here. If I'm lucky, I'll break even. If not, I'll take a small loss, which is all right. It's part of the game. You're not going to win every trade. So I'm fine with that. I agree. Tons of resistance at the 44 to 46. Let's see if we could break that. Exactly. I am looking for us to break this 44K. If we break this 44K region right here, that 46, like it'll blow. If Bitcoin breaks this region right here, you can kind of measure the move from the top of the triangle to the bottom, which I'll just do like right here. You could take that same line and see where it'll get. And that's just an approximate an approximate way to find the price extension. I'm looking at something more along this line. The next higher low for us, which was approximately the 53K region. This is kind of the resistance I'm looking at. I'll take $57,000 all day. So if we break that ascending triangle, that is my price target. And you could take it by measuring from the base. So this is the base, this is the apex. And it looks like we still have a long time for us to kind of squeeze and consolidate. Bitcoin can play these whale games while it just literally knocks us out of our positions before it makes a decision. So wanted to make a quick video on Bitcoin. It looks like my entry is going to get filled at 40.4. We're at 40.6. I'll be entering 2 Bitcoins here. And then if I can get my other entry at 39.5, I'll enter another 2 Bitcoins, and I'll hopefully this 4 and 9 cross on the daily gives us that pump. If we get the death cross, I'm going to exit as we're traveling. We're going to be going to the Nelk Metacard meetup in like 2 days, 3 days. So watch out for that vlog. And I'm going to end with our huge Bitcoin giveaway. We want to fly you out to Florida, Miami to come to the largest Bitcoin event. So come check out our previous video. And that's what I'm going to end with. If you have any questions, come join the Discord, ask them all up. We got some big things coming up, so you don't want to miss them. Thank you guys for all the support.